welcome to the sideboard for one last time here at the StarCityGames.com Team Constructed Open in Atlanta, part of the SCG Tour, brought to you by Ultimate Guard and XSplit. I'm Nick Miller alongside some champions here. I got to say the favorites going into this event, Tom Ross, Todd Stevens, Jody Keith. What were your expectations going into this
We're going to let Jody do the talking. Go ahead.
We do talking?
Yeah, we wore
expectations coming in. I wrote the article this week, put it up on the site. I was so excited about this event. Especially after the Invitational, really started clicking with Todd because, you know, for the team, you really got to click. And, like, Todd did not disappoint. This was, like, the sickest team comp, like, just flow. You know, just savage winning. Just every round, it's like, look, I got to win. And so the expectation was to win all the rounds. No draws, no splits, just win, 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 win. And then we just came up there and just won every round, and then it just played out the way that we signed up. Just the way we drew it up. It could only happen as fast as it could happen, though, so we just had to watch it. You know, but it was great. It was great.
We couldn't control anything. We just had to sit back and watch. Now, you guys had a draw at the end of round 9. You know, Lands and D&T went the distance, and then you guys conceded to your finals opponent, or your round 15 opponent, to set up a better matchup in the quarterfinals. So you did have that blemish, but technically you 3-0'd those guys and you won every match you played or drew.
We didn't lose a match.
We played all 3 of them, and we all won. We all liked our matchups, and so we knew we were the 1 seed either way. So yeah, we made sure they were in the top 8 too.
Talk about your deck selections going in this weekend. Todd, you just won an Open with Eldrazi Tron a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
We knew you were going to be on Lands, and then Tom, how'd you come on your deck?
Well, red decks are doing well online. I wrote about it last week. Maybe it's this week now.
Yeah.
But I had a black, white, and New England Procession deck. I could have played that, but I would have won every round or lost every round. But I told them that I could have like a 60, 65% match win with the red deck. I thought it'd be fine. It worked out. I had about that rate. And these guys are 100% with their deck, so the match checked out.
I played Green White Company just because the deck's just so much fun. That's why I played it. Like, it's not like I thought, like, oh man, this is way better than Eldrazi Tron. Let me play this. Consider I've had so much success with Eldrazi Tron recently, but I knew Jody wasn't losing a match. Tom would win 2/3 of his, and so I was like, I'm going to just have some fun. And it turned out I got like lots of good matchups. I played lots of Shadow, which Company's much better than Eldrazi Tron against Shadow, and then I got lots of burn and just had lots of good matchups and just kept rolling people. So much fun. It turns out that Excavator, though I haven't got to play with too much recently, it just like really makes the deck much better.
An absolute beating anytime that card was on the battlefield. It was just nothing but recursive Ghost Quarters and your opponent just sinking in their chair as you just took all their lands away.
Whether it was like Elves, Affinity, like it didn't matter. Like in these aggro decks, I was just making sure they had 0 lands also. Like it just didn't matter.
With Azusa's 3 Ghost Quarters in turn.
Oh man.
Speaking of taking their lands away, that was what you were basically doing throughout the tournament as well.
Yeah, we're doing the same thing.
It was great because Friday I was at work and I was watching my stream. I was watching Todd's stream, and he was streaming Value Town, and then he was talking about, man, I'm having fun with this deck. Eldrazi Tron might be a better deck, but this deck, and I was watching, and I was like, oh my gosh, I got to quit watching. I'm going to get fired at my job watching the stream. So much fun. And it was like, so I was nudging him that way. I was like, dude, I just want to watch you play this deck for like ever. So, I was like, you got to play it, you got to play it. I was like, nudging him that way, dude.
What about any lands innovations? You've been streaming the deck quite a bit. You just had like a 24-some-hour stream a week ago.
29.
Yeah, 29 hour.
29 hour, 29-minute stream. Yeah, I've been streaming it a lot on my Twitch, and I've been testing out. The big innovation was I played against Daryl Ayers in a league online, and then I played another Lands Mirror, so I'm like, well, there's more Lands decks now. I don't know if the newer players are accustomed to how it all plays out. So the night before, I was playing, usually you play like 6 artifacts in the sideboard for the combo decks, but I was thinking maybe we could play 1 Surgical, that'll help on the match, and I wanted a Crucible in case we ever got Surgical distracted for our Life and Loans. And then, so we ended up playing 2 Surgicals. Tom talked me into it, 2 Surgicals over 2 Spheres, and then we ended up beating the combo decks anyway, day 1, the 3 of them without the extra spheres that usually are in that spot, and then they paid dividends in the 3 Lands Mirrors that we played, and 2 in the, what was it, 2 in the top 8?
2 in the top 8, yeah.
And then, so it was amazing.
How do you feel in the
I don't think it belongs on the deck, though.
How do you feel in the Lands Mirror? You were pretty much dominant in a field full of lands today.
Oh, yeah. I did beat all the Lands Mirrors. And I know the trick. There's a trick to it. I ain't going to tell them yet.
All right.
I'll let them figure it out. We got to draw well, that's for sure. But you can't give out all the secrets. I did a tell-all. I did like an hour, 10-minute deck tech about the deck on my YouTube page. So I pretty much told all in that. But I wanted to save that one so I could win some trophies, you know, with my friends here, you know. So I'm saving that one. You might get it, you know. Stay tuned. You might get it.
Maybe in the next article or something.
Yeah,
you had some ridiculous wins in the Swiss on day one against the combo decks. Just somehow beating Storm, Sneak and Show, Mono Red Prison, all of that. Well, for each of you guys, what was kind of the coolest moment of the weekend?
All right, well, let's talk about your match against Sneak and Show there, that round 7. That was real good, where we all want to do different things.
Oh, that was the best. I was going to go right there.
Yeah, that's the best.
We were on the same team wavelength here. This was the sickest. So I had a hand with 3 Moxes, 2 lands, and a Life from Loam. Or no, it was a gamble. It was a gamble and a Life from Loam.
Yeah.
So I'm on the draw. He goes Island Ponder, and he keeps the Ponder. And so I draw, and I'm like, draw land, so I can play all 3 Moxes and loan back all 3 lands, and then I can gamble. And one of the lands is a Thespian stage, so we need to go get the Dark Depths, pretty much, for the gamble, the combo. And I'm thinking about going to get this full loam and get a Sphere in play, and just Ghost Quarter him this turn, make him shuffle and gamble up the Sphere for the next turn, right? And then, because he kept it and he molded a 6. And then, so I look over at Tom, I'm gambling, you know, and Tom's like, stops me at Caracas. He's like, yeah, are you going with that, right?
That's a scared play.
He's like, that one right there. Because the guy could show and tell in the Emrakul, you know? So he's like, looking at me, yeah, Caracas. And then I look over at Todd, who probably played the least amount of lands.
and
he's
Legacy.
Like, oh, we're making this 2020, right? And I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm feeling the Sphere right now. And then, but, you know, I'm feeling this, you know, pointing at the cards, not giving away. And then Todd's like, nah, man, he molded 6, man, do this. And I'm like, I don't think that's right. And then I was like, dude, I'm gonna do what you said to do. Even, you know, we gotta make a play, let's do it. Let's go for the 2020, and 2020 worked, which is incredible.
Yep.
You know, because like, I would have never made the play. Tom was looking at something else. Todd's just like, yeah, let's do it. I was like, all right.
I guess you guys are on the same page. How about you?
Yeah, my store form was from Jody too. He's playing against Storm. After sideboard, dude brought in Telement Performance, which mills the opponent's deck until he had a creature. And usually lands players don't have any creatures at all in their deck. But Jody had one. He had one Tireless Tracker, and it was 50-something cards down. So
so he had like 5 cards left afterwards.
Storm player got a Tireless Tracker. Jody was left with 5 cards in his library. Figured it out somehow, and won with no cards in the library.
Yeah, no cards in the library when I aced them.
Nice.
That was sick.
Yeah.
That's how you do it. You guys came in not wanting to lose a match.
Yep.
You basically did that. You get to walk home with some trophies. First for you, Jody. Second for Todd. 8th for Tom.
6 opens and 2 invitational show.
Yeah.
Not bad. Any parting thoughts before I headed back over to Matthias and Ryan?
That's it. That's it for Dapper Todd and the Bayou Boys.
Videos.
Yeah, look out. Dapper Todd and the Bayou Boys, baby.
Let's get a hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right, thanks a lot, Tom, Todd, Jody. Congratulations one last time. I'm going to send it back over to Matthias and Ryan to close it out here in Atlanta.
Thanks, Nick.